Hey everybody, welcome back to Unbelievable English. Today, I'm going to be showing you a game called Kingdomino. Kingdomino is probably a modern classic. I think we can say that. This is a game that has been around for a while and that is loved by lots of people. It's in a lot of board game collections. This game has sold a lot of copies. It's really well liked and for good reason. It's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward, and it's a lot of fun. So let's talk about Kingdomino. Do you remember in The Lion King when Mufasa holds up Simba? And he shows Simba his kingdom. And he says, someday, Simba, you're going to rule everything you see. Up until the Shadowed Land, just over there. Well, in this game, we're building our kingdom. And just like Simba had different areas in his kingdom, we have different areas in our kingdom. And we're trying to build up the most prosperous, the most wealthy, the most valuable properties, the most valuable areas within our kingdoms. So how do we do that? Well, first, let's look at the components. This game has some really nice components. It's got really nice little kings that we're going to be using to claim our land. Got nice little castles and starting blocks to start our kingdoms. And we've got different tiles. So we have on those tiles two different types of land, usually. Sometimes it's one type of land twice, but usually it's two different types of land. And there are 6 different types of land. There is forest, there's water, there are mines and wastelands, there are fields, and we don't have it right here, but we can find it pretty quickly, and there are meadows. And you'll notice that some of these pieces of land have crowns on them. That's one of the key ways that we're going to be scoring in this game. So that's important. And that's really all there is. We've got our starting tile, our castles, our kings, and our properties. You'll notice too that every domino, every tile has a number on the back. And that's going to be important when we talk about gameplay. So let's do that. Let's talk about gameplay. To play this game, it's very simple. Everybody chooses a color, and to determine who goes first, everybody gives their king to one player. And that player shakes up the kings until one king, boom, pops out of their hand, just like that. That's the first player. Then we're going to do it again to see who goes second. The yellow player is going to go second. Then who's it going to be? The pink player or the red player is next. It's pink, the pink player. And then blue, that's the last player. And today I've got Gugu playing with me, I've got Toby playing with me, I've got Unhi playing with me, and I'm playing too. Now, one of the most important things we have to do is to set up the game, to set up each round of the game. We have to take 4 dominoes, 4 tiles, and we have to arrange them. We have to put them in order with the smallest, with the lowest number first, and then working our way out to the biggest number. And we don't want to have too many numbers that are really close to each other in the setup here. And then we can flip those over, just like this. And now each player is going to, in order, choose the tile that they want. So Gugu's going to go first, and Gugu really likes that mine because it has 2 crowns on it. So she's going to take the mine and the wasteland. That's her choice. And then Toby's going to go, and Toby likes this farm or field, either one is okay, and water area right here. And then Unhi really likes this forest and water tile here. She's going to choose that one. And now I don't have a choice. I have to take the 2 forests. And that's okay, because that means that I'm going to go first in the next round. So we take another 4 tiles, we put them out on the table, and we arrange them from largest to smallest. We've got a 46 and a 48. Those are really close together. So we're going to put the 46 back, and we're going to take out a 12 instead. And then we can flip those over. Boom, 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 and boom. Just like that. And now I've got 2 forests that I'm going to put into my kingdom. And now I can choose to put these forests anywhere I want next to my king tile. But once they're down, for instance, if I were to choose this wasteland tile, I couldn't put the wastelands next to the forest. I can't do that. I can only put forest next to forest, or at least I need to have 1 forest next to the forest. So again, for instance, as an example, if I took this water and forest tile that Eunhee chose, I could put that next to the forest tile as long as the forest was touching the forest. I could not put it like this. I could not put the water next to the forest. That doesn't work. Can't do that. I have to do something like this, or this, or this, or this. I can't do this. That doesn't work. Okay? So I've chosen 2 forests, and now I'm going to choose where I put those 2 forests in my kingdom. And I'm going to put them right there like that. Another important thing to note is I'm going to be making a 5 by 5 square. That's the size of my kingdom. If any tile were to go outside of that 5 by 5 square, we would throw it out. I would not be able to use it. So we have to plan a little bit in this game. So I've taken my forest tiles and I've put them next to my king tile, and now I have to choose my next tile. And because I have these 2 forests, I'm going to choose this tile, which has a forest crown. Because to score in this game, it's about the number of touching properties of one type, so the number of forests that are touching each other, multiplied times the number of crowns. So if I can do this, if I can set this up like this, then I've got 3 forests with 1 crown. Well, 1 times 1, 2, 3 is 3. That would be 3 points. So I like this tile. That's going to be my choice. And because I go first, I'm choosing the forest and field tile. And now Toby's going to go next, and Toby chose the field and water tile, and he's going to do something a little bit differently than I did. He's going to put his tile against his castle tile like that. Sure, and now he gets to choose, and he sees that there's a mine and a field here, and that mine has 3 crowns. He wants that one, so he's going to choose that, and now Gugu's very upset. But it's Eunhee's turn, and she's using the pink king, so she's going to take her forest and water, and she's going to put that forest and water maybe like this against her king tile, and then she gets to choose her next tile, and she's going to choose that wasteland and field like that. And then it's Gugu's turn finally, and Gugu is going to take her mine and wasteland, and she's going to add that to her kingdom like that. And so we move these tiles over, and we take out the next 4, and we'd arrange them based on numbers. So 46, 40, 19, 16. Ooh, 19 and 16 are pretty close. So is 46 and 40, but I think that's okay. We'll keep the 46 and the 40. We'll put back the 16, and we'll take out the 31. And once we've got them arranged with the lowest number closest to the box and the highest number farthest from the box, we can flip them over. Because again, that tells us who's going to go first, second, third, fourth for the next round. So I don't go first anymore because I chose the second tile. Gugu's going to go first this time, and Gugu's very excited because another mine came out. So she's going to choose the mine and wasteland tile, And she's going to take her wastelands, and now she's got to figure out where she's going to put her wastelands. Well, she likes the idea of having those wastelands touching, so maybe she'll do that. Now that might be a problem later, because remember, we have to make sure we have a 5 by 5 square. But for now, that's what she's decided to do. And now she has to choose. Oh, she chose her wasteland and her mine, so that makes it my turn. And I've got my forest and my field here. And I'm going to put my forest and my field here like this. So my forests are touching each other, my field is here, and now I can choose another. And look at that, I'm choosing this field and forest because now the field has a crown. That's really good for me. So it's Eunhee's turn. And Eunhee is going to take her wasteland and field tile, and she's going to put it next to her king tower. Now remember what we talked about before. She can't put this tile so that it's touching the forest and the water because they don't match. There's no match there. Remember, one of them has to be the same. But she can put it up against her castle tile because the castle tile is like a wild tile. Anything can go next to the wild tile. So anything can go next to the king tile, the castle tile. So she's gonna take her wasteland and field, and she'll go on the opposite side from the forest, and she'll put her field and wasteland here like this, I think. And then she has to choose a new one, and she's going to choose. Well, it's a hard choice for her. I think she'll choose this water and field tile. And then Toby gets to go, and Toby's very excited because now he's got a second mine and field. And Toby will add this to his kingdom, and he's gonna add it like this, I think. And we'll see how that works out as we go. And then we would go again. And I wanna do just 1 or 2 more rounds because there's some interesting things that can happen. And I kinda wanna show you some of the things that can go on in this game. So we've got 16 to 34. 16 is the lowest number. So it's my turn. I'm choosing to put my field and forest. That's perfect for me. And I can put this in any orientation. I can put it facing any way I want. As long as it's touching the right things. But this is perfect. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 forests and 2 fields and 1 crown each. And now I can choose a new tile, and look at how beautiful this is. I have another forest and field and another crown. It worked out great. And now Eunhee's gonna go. And she's gonna put her water and field. This is working out less well for Eunhee. Now this is really important. I want you to see this. Eunhee now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles, 5 squares going in one direction. So she can't do this because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't do that. Remember, I told you it's a 5 by 5 grid. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Eunhee's going to take her water and field, and she's going to put that next to the forest and water, and that's okay because the waters line up, and that makes it okay. So she's going to put that there like that, and she gets to choose a new one. And look at that, there's a wasteland and field there. She'll choose that. And then Toby's going to go, and he's going to, let's see. I think he's going to choose that water and forest tile, and he'll take his mine and his field, and he'll put that next to the mine and the field like that. So now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 going in one direction. So he can go one more here or here. So he can't do this. Can't do that. He can't do this. He can't do that. But he could do this when he lines it up. That would be okay when it's his turn. Either way though, it's not his turn. It's Gugu's turn. And Gugu is building up a really nice wasteland and mine kingdom over here. It doesn't look very pretty, but it's going to be worth a lot of points. Look at this. She's already got 4 crowns and 2 mines. So that's 2 times 4. What's 2 times 4? That's 8. 8 points already. So she's doing great. And she's going to choose that meadow and forest. And we're going to do one more round, and then that'll be the end of our little tutorial here, because it really is a very simple game. So we've got 11, 13, 26, and 39, so that's a big jump. I think 11 and 13 are a little too close together. So let's put 13 back, and let's take out 8. Okay, 8 and 11 are close as well, but that's okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. And now Vinny's going to go first. Vinny's taking her wasteland and her field, and she'll put that wasteland in the field right next to the wasteland in the field that she'd previously chosen. Now she can get a field. That would be perfect. Ooh, but there's a forest next to the field that's available, and she would want to put that here. What to do? Very hard decisions. I think Vinny is going to choose... Well, she's going to choose that forest and field, and then she'll have to decide where to place it. She'll have to figure it out. Now it's my turn, and I've got my forest and field here. And I'm going to put my forest and field here like this. And now if you look at my kingdom, I've got 3 going in one direction, and 1, 2, 3, 4 going in another direction. So I can either put one tile here, or here, and then I can go out 5 spaces. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I can either put a 2 here, or I can put 2 here on this side. But let's see what I want to do next. Now, there are no forests available, there are no fields available. Oh no, what do? This is a very tricky decision. Well, I think I'm going to choose this meadow and wasteland. And we'll see how that works out. And then Gugu's going to go. And Gugu's got a forest and a meadow here. And it's a really good thing that she still has 2 places where she can put her, where she's got access to her castle. Because, ooh, sorry guys. Because she can't put this anywhere around here. It's not going to sit there because this is all wasteland and mine. There's nothing for it to sit next to. So I think that Gugu is going to put this tile here like this. Just like that. And then she's going to choose meadows because she's got some meadows here, so that's okay. And then Toby's going to be taking water. And Toby now is in a pretty good position because he's got a little water property that he's building here. And he's got fields. So he's got a little bit of everything. He's missing the meadows and the wasteland. That's all right. And we would keep going until we had our full 5x5 grid. So let me show you what a 5x5 grid might look like. And then we'll call it a day. That'll be the end of our video. So let's take Gugu's kingdom for an example. Here's Gugu's kingdom. We're going to move everything else out of the way. And we're going to build out Gugu's kingdom the best way we can to make a 5x5 kingdom. So Gugu's got 1, 2, 3, 4 on one, and 1, 2, 3 in the other direction. So if she gets this forest, well, she can put the forest here like this. That would be okay. And then, ooh, forest and water, that's really hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she can put this forest and water. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. She can do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this might be a problem, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we don't want this to be an empty spot. And I'll show you how that could happen. So yeah, this is perfect. If we were to put this forest here like this, that would be okay. And then she's got a meadow and a field, and she wants those meadows together. And then another forest and water, that's great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. So she needs to take a couple more tiles. Ooh, okay, this is gonna work out all right. So she can do, this and this. And now, this is the end of her kingdom. She can't put anything here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the end. If she tried to put another tile here, she would have a piece sticking off the end, and you can't do that in this game. So, this is her final kingdom. Now let's talk about her points. She has 1 crown in her forest property over here, and she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forests. So 6 times 1 is 6 points. And then she has 1 crown in her meadow, and she has 2 meadows. So that would be another 2 points. That's 8 points total. And then 1 crown and 3 forests in this other forest area. That would be 3 more points. Okay, so that's 11 points. Well, what about the rest? These fields don't have any crowns, so that's 0 points. And this giant wasteland property, well, this doesn't have any crowns either, so that's 0 points. But she does have these mines. We talked about that before. She's got 4 crowns on 2 mines. So 4 times 2 is another 8 points. And she has 2 points from her water property over here. And that's how we would score this game. You score by multiplying. That's the times symbol. We multiply the number of crowns by the number of areas that are touching for that property. And again, a property is 1 area of the same type of land. So that's how we play Kingdomino. Super easy, super fun, little bit of math at the end, but that's okay. All right, guys, The player who has the most points from their crowns and properties is the winner. And that's how you play Kingdomino. Thanks for being here with me. Hope to see you again here. Thanks for being here with me. Hope to see you again here at Unbelievable English. Bye, guys.